How's everybody doing today? Puppy Pot and Chill number 637. Got my pipe loaded. Ta-da! I got some news. Ta-da! Munch is over there. Ta-da! So, here we go. I'm going to take a hit, and then we're going to jump right into some news. So, if you haven't, or if you're not ready to take a hit right now, hit pause, load your pipe, come back, and smoke with me. Here we go. Let's take a hit. Boy. All right. Let's get some vision aids going here. Ta-da! All right. Teacher gets in trouble for not acknowledging and calling a person by their fursona. Now, for those of you who don't know what a fursona is, that is someone who identifies as a furry. Now, if you don't know what a furry is, that is somebody who dresses up in a giant costume to emulate the animal to which they identify with. Whether it be a squirrel, a porcupine, a bear. And these furries all get together and they have these furry parties where nobody removes the costume but everybody's having sex. You could actually possibly be having sex with someone of the same gender if you're not careful. But I regress. Even now, the crazy people are going fucking nuts. They want to be identified as their furry, what they want to be as a furry, their furry counterpart, their wannabe furries. I'm not sure how to put it, but their fursona is how they wish to be identified. And a teacher got in trouble for not complying, I guess, with that person's want of pronouns to be called a furry on some level. So, since people are identifying and forcing other people to identify them as what they wish to be identified as, from this point forward, I now on self-identify as a judge that is royalty, and I must be addressed as Your Honorable Majesty from this point forward. And if you do not do that, you're a racist, and I'll press charges because I'll be triggered. And yeah, that's how stupid everything is getting. And as an honorable majesty, I am able to do and will pass judgment on everybody and everything petty. Just like what you guys are doing. So I'm going to fit right in. CNN scared the ever-living shit out of me. Chris Cuomo and Don Lemon came out and they were talking about the Bryant shooting, the 16-year-old girl who got shot, right? And they were actually making sense, saying that the cop actually didn't have any other recourse but to shoot the young girl. And it scared me because I'm not used to CNN telling the truth or having a reasonably close opinion. Normally they're way the fuck off base. So for them to be that close and have a reasonable opinion is just crazy to me. It scared me. I'm used to the fake news coming out of CNN, not something close. I mean, I'll give props to them where they should get the props. They were talking about something they needed to be talking about, and they were talking about it in a way that needed to be talked about. So I'm not going to come down on them like a ton of bricks, other than as long as you understand that these two guys were reading cue cards, teleprompters, and a written script in front of them. So for all their babbling and everything, they probably didn't write these scripts. They probably had no idea other than to go out in front of a camera as a talking head and read what somebody else had written. Yeah, because what they were doing was just common sense talking. They're just using common sense. It wasn't even critical thinking. And that's what's really scary, because I know for a fact that Don Lemon and Cuomo both spent their common sense on one piece of bubble gum a long time ago, because they are dumb as fuck. They're tools. And we're stuck with those two ignorant fucks. All right, moving on. Let's take a hit. Oh boy, that was a good hit. Liberal journalist goes out to prove that she can easily buy a gun. Good hit. Liberal journalist. She goes out to prove that she can easily buy a gun. She goes out with her hidden camera and a bunch of cash, and she goes and hits all these stores, and she actually tries to talk these business owners into breaking the law and giving her a gun. Well, she found out that it's not easy to buy a gun. There's, depending on where you're at, what state you're at, there's a 2 to 4 week waiting period while they do a background check. So you don't just get to walk into a store and then turn around and walk out with a fucking gun. That's a lie propagated by the left, and they all believe it because the left doesn't look any further than their own news streams. So once again, it's just a ignorant fuck being led by a blind ignorant fuck talking on a camera to other ignorant fucks that believe them. And yeah, if you believe anything that comes out of ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, Fox, C-SPAN, or CNN, you're an ignorant fuck. They're lying to you. You want to know what's going on? You got to do a bit of digging. You're going to have to actually put in some work. Or you can just listen to me because I am perfect. No. Do not listen to me. I'm a stoner, okay? I have my own opinion, my own agenda. Even though my agenda is to try to get the news to you as honestly and truthfully as I can, it's still my agenda. Okay, and I'm wrong a lot. Munch, hush. So, don't listen to me. But for fuck's sakes, don't listen to mainstream media news outlets either. And oh my God, social media? You know that's a joke, right? Right? Anything that comes across Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, any of those, dumb. Just dumb, okay? Yeah, you have to be that dumb to let the Democrats treat you the way they do and get away with it. Only an ignorant fucktard would allow themselves to be treated like that. Hence the Democratic Party. Ta-da! As they fuck over people, take shit away from them, everybody cheers. Yay! Yay! We'll censor speech. We'll do this. We'll do that. We'll take away the guns. We'll defund police and have shithole cities. BLM protesters storm an Oklahoma Capitol building in a rioting and terroristic fashion that is pure insurrection that was planned. This isn't an accident like the Capitol Hill on January 6th where people were walking in. I wonder what's going on here. Are we supposed to be in here? Maybe we shouldn't be in here. Take a selfie right here. Ah. No, this isn't like that. These people planned a violent insurrection, riot, takeover of the Capitol building in Oklahoma City. These are terrorists. These are insurrectionists. Unless you listen to the mainstream media, then they're fine. They're fine. It's fine. Jesus Christ, you fucking retards. Where they have people shooting at each other, burning down buildings, fucking looting buildings. Those are riots. Those are insurrections. Those are terrorist attacks. when people my age and older walk into the Capitol building, shall we take a selfie here, darling? Those are not terrorists. Stupid fucks. Media calls, and the bias is incredible. Because the Republican right got called terrorists and insurrectionists for walking in blindly, idiotically, looking around, eyes crossed, mouth open. Selfie here, honey. Selfie over here. No, that is what a peaceful protest of ignorant fucks looks like. And that's what it was. A bunch of stupid Republicans who didn't know what the fuck they were doing, walking into a courthouse taking selfies. Not much of a terrorist act. Now, when you plan it out and then actually do it, that's a terrorist act. But I mean, whatever. They're fine. It's fine. We're okay. It's fine. Yeah. Two parties, we'll say they're doing the exact same thing, even though the left is doing way worse than the right. We'll just say that they're doing the exact same thing. One is called peaceful protesting with marchers, and the other is called terrorists and rioters and looters. Even though the terrorist rioting and looting is still going on today in cities in like Portland, Seattle, Detroit, New York. You stupid fucks. All right. And here's the deal. All these people that want to defend. Wait. This is even better. Black Lives Matter and Democrats defend that 16-year-old stabbing two other women in a knife fight, calling them child knife fights. They're defending them so they can justify defunding the police. All right, I'm going to say this again. For all the police out there in these places where they don't want you, leave. Quit, retire, whatever you got, extended injury leave, whatever you got to do. They don't want you there? Go somewhere where you're wanted. Let these ignorant fools with that fucking pipe dream of utopia without police, that's a fool's fantasy. Let them have their shithole cities. And if they're not shitholes yet, they will be soon without police. Within just a few short weeks. How do I know? Because everywhere they've defunded the police turned into a shithole. Not my opinion. You can look up the video. Mainstream media shows what kind of clown, cunt, twat, dumb fuck tools they are. Alright, here we go. The big news from mainstream media across my news feed this morning. Ben Shapiro buys wood from Home Depot. Motherfucking scandal! This is what the mainstream media and the Democratic left are reporting on. What's important to them? Not the fact that we have a country in turmoil, Burma, and that we have troops in Afghanistan protecting the oil. We've got fights breaking out all over America, riots, but hey, I'm sorry for bringing up all that inconsequential bullshit when we got real news of Ben Shapiro buying wood. Fuck me, I'm sorry. All right, let's take another hit. This idiot. Whoa! If you want, join in. Here we go. And always remember, you got to be 21 in the state where it's legal to smoke marijuana. If you're not 21 in the state where it's legal, don't do it. We can be smart stoners. I know you don't want to be, but we can do this shit. I promise you. And, you know, if you think this video is worth a fuck, go ahead and hit the like button and share it with somebody you think would enjoy it too. If you don't think this video is worth a fuck me then. Discard it. Don't think about it again. All right. Last story for the evening, for the day, for the morning. Whenever you're watching this. Gretchen Whitmer, Democrat. You might have to look up where she's from. I'm not even sure. I just read the story and thought, fuck me. Gretchen Whitmer, Democrat, locks down her constituents, but then doesn't follow her own rules. She gets slammed by the right. They're telling her that this is just bullshit, telling people to do one thing and then you don't. And unfortunately, the Democratic left does not give a fuck because they keep doing it. They make rules for everybody else to follow, but not them. You cannot gather with more than 10 people in an enclosed area unless you're a politician. Then you can do it. It's fine. It's fine. Once again, it's rules for thee and not for me. And they're going to keep this up, guys. It's not going to quit. It's going to keep going and going and going until we do something about it. And until we do something about it, it's just going to be like this. I don't know what to do. I don't want anybody to go out and be violent with anybody else. I don't want people to think that you can get what you want through violence. But at the same time, I'm looking at all these BLM riots, looting, and then I look at the Derek Chauvin trial, to where the jurors were terrorized into coming back with a guilty verdict, thinking that if they came back with an acquit, that the looters and rioters would get even worse, do more damage to their city, and they were afraid of even being doxxed themselves and having their own private property be destroyed and damaged, or even worse, have physical harm come to them over a decision that is obvious. They were scared into coming across with that guilty verdict. They were scared into it. They're terrorized into it. Maxine Waters and her open threats of more confrontation if they don't come back with a guilty verdict. Biden himself coming out and saying he hopes that they come out with the correct verdict. How fucking racist and ignorant are these people? And what's sad is they do this on TV and get away with it. It's racism and ignorance and stupidity. And that mix makes it dangerous. All right, I'm running up on 18 minutes. It's going to be 20 minutes soon. So, it's time to end this shit. Always remember, you can't love everybody, so let's try not to hate. We need to treat each other better. We're all human beings. All lives matter. All of them. Every human life. Alright, that's about all I can think of. I'm going to take a drink and hydrate really quick. Thank you, Stephen Eldridge. I'm also going to give a shout out to Eric Scanlon, Lisa Sonnentag, Elizabeth Wilson. You guys have been core supporters for a very long time now. And I thank you guys. And Steve, thank you for creating sessions, a place for me to go live and bitch if I wish to do so. And Eric, I'm going to push your video a little bit more. If you want to see a gamer whoop some virtual ass, I want you to go see Eric Scanlon and his YouTube video. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Go check him out. I do every now and then. It's nice to just kick back and watch somebody else do all the work. And to me, it seems like I'm watching like a always changing movie. You know, it's kind of neat. You know, just to sit back, relax, let your mind go away, and let somebody else show you what's neat. So that's Eric Scanlon at Eric Scanlon YouTube. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below. I believe that's it. Let's take a hit, and then we'll bomb this fucking place, huh? All right. Even though you can't really love everybody, I love you fuckers. I want you to be safe. I want you to be careful. I want you to use your head. I want us to just be good people. Live like it means something. Try to be happy. Until then, stay high, bitches.